As long as a man is fulfilling all of his obligations in polygamy, women should have no problem with it. Really? This is telltale sign of male supremacist ideology. Male supremacy aims to erase the emotional experience of a woman if it does not feed the male ego. If a woman has an emotional experience that supports the ego of a man or the choices of the man, then everything is right and good. But as soon as a woman has an emotional experience that inconveniences a man or allows her to choose a life that's halal for her that a man does not like or does not want, they tell you it's against Islam. This is how you can see their lies, okay? When it comes to a man's emotions, which they don't categorize it as emotion, but it still is, they will support a man in feeling angry and feeling like he's been wrong. If you see a man, for example, whose wife divorces him and he feels it's for no reason. Let's say, for example, she did everything in Islam right. And even a qadi, an Islamic judge, awarded her divorce, but he feels like it was for no reason. And then she turns around and marries his best friend. This is halal. And let's say that best friend lives next door. And that man is saying, this really hurt me, and I would never want another man to live through it. Would someone come and say something's wrong with this man's iman? Or would they notice that this is a human response to a hurtful situation that is, even if it's halal? See, what happens with male supremacy, they invalidate women's experiences if it does not feed the ego of the man. They also try to convince us that something is wrong with our Islam if we don't want to be in a situation that hurts us if it's halal and a man wants it. But when it's the other way around and a man is hurt and it's halal for you, they will try to convince you not only are your feelings not valid, your feelings are haram. Beware of any man, especially who carries that title sheikh, imam, or whatever. And women, by the way, but it's more problematic with men because they are in a religious leadership position. Any man who treats polygamy without compassion, without empathy, and just says, I don't see the problem with it if the man is fulfilling the responsibility, and then will stitch videos from women talking about who have the same stupid mindset, understand this is narcissistic, arrogant, or at the very least is deeply ignorant, naive, dismissive, and disingenuous. We are human beings. Islam did not come to erase the human experience. It came to enhance it and to honor it. Just because something is halal doesn't mean that I don't have an emotional experience. Just because there's good that can come out of something doesn't mean I don't have feelings. For example, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he lost his wife Khadija radiallahu anha. This woman is going to paradise. Why is he crying? Why would somebody be crying when such a good thing happens? She goes to Allah. She has a nice space in the grave. That's a loss. That's a pain. Any woman who loves her husband is going to be sad in polygamy. And men who spread this type of foolishness should not be trusted. This doesn't even take kindergarten level empathy to understand that another woman with your husband hurts. Would you want another man to be with the wife that you didn't want to lose? Sleeping with her and it's halal? Be careful of this type of crazy, extreme, un-Islamic ideology around polygyny. The Sahaba did not think of it like this. They did not talk like this. They did not operate like this. And even historically, when you look at Muslims who talked about polygyny in the earliest generation, they understood that this was an emotional challenge for women. Now, this video is not about whether or not a woman or a man should be in polygyny. I am a strong advocate for everyone choosing what is best for their life and soul as long as it's halal. If a woman wants to enter polygyny, that's her business. If she wants to get a divorce, that's her business. If she wants monogamy, that's her business. The same for men, as long as everyone involved is consenting to it and it is not being coerced, okay, or blocked from their rights, meaning like a woman wanting to leave, as long as she's not blocked. Okay, a woman doing what's halal for her, she prayed her istikhara, monogamy, polygyny, is none of my business. But it is my business when we have people coming on this app or coming into the social media or YouTube space or the masjids lying to women and teaching male supremacy instead of divine supremacy, whereas male supremacy wants to erase the emotional experiences of women, or the emotional validity of a woman's experience, if it does not feed a man's ego. And this is an absolute lie on Allah and his messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And these men need to fear Allah. And women who are spreading this, you need to fear Allah. And anyone who knows the work that I've done, I've written about polygyny in a positive light. I lived in polygyny and never have badmouthed polygyny. But when someone wants to lie and say that if a man is fulfilling all of his responsibilities in polygyny, a woman should have no objection to it because it's halal. Monogamy is also halal. Divorce is also halal. Choosing what you want in marriage is also halal. But regardless of halal haram, you cannot micromanage or legislate the emotional experience of a human being. To be honest, I am shocked. I am shocked that we have people today who can get in front of an audience and say foolishness like this. Absolute foolishness. Are we out of our minds? Just because something is halal doesn't mean that it's going to feel good. When men had to go to battle, Allah talks about in the Quran that you're going to hate it. But it could be good for you. He didn't say to you that, oh, you should love being out there facing death. And you should just love risking your life. That's where sacrificing for the sake of Allah came in historically. Okay, people understood pain is a part of life. But when it comes to marriage, I have the right to participate or not participate in anything that I choose as long as it's halal. And if I do choose to be patient in polygyny, you have no right to tell me I can't cry, have emotions, and not like it. And I definitely have the right to leave it. Sisters, please learn to love yourself, to choose yourself. And I encourage you to start by understanding that self-love is a spiritual obligation. I have an entire event called Self-Love is a Spiritual Obligation available for free. The playback is free at Feminine Soul Reset, and it's at the website sqsoul.com. Please check it out.